Can I ask you something? Have you ever become frustrated with someone only to find out later they're going through something you never knew about? I think most of us have, and the more I think about it, the more I realise how often we make decisions about people from a single moment. A driver who's going too slowly, a waiter who gets your order wrong, a shop assistant who doesn't smile, someone who snaps at you for no obvious reason. In a few seconds, our minds have already decided who they are. They're rude, they're careless, they're inconsiderate. But what if we're wrong? Because one moment might explain someone's behaviour, but it can never explain their life. The truth is, every person you meet is carrying a story you'll probably never know. Some people hide their struggles behind a smile, others can't hide them anymore. But most of the time we simply don't know. And maybe if we remembered that, we'd see the world and the people in it very differently. The truth is, most of us have no idea what's happening in another person's mind. We only see the few seconds they're in front of us. But those few seconds might come after the hardest day of their life. Maybe they've just had an argument. Maybe they're carrying grief. Maybe they're exhausted. Maybe they're worried about someone they love. Or maybe they're simply having a day when they don't feel like themselves. The truth is, we don't know. But let me ask you something. Can you remember a day when you weren't yourself? A day when your mind was somewhere else? When you felt overwhelmed, distracted, or emotionally exhausted? Now imagine if someone had met you on that day and decided that's who you are. It wouldn't be fair, would it? Because the worst day of your life could never be a fair summary of who you are. And maybe neither is the worst day of someone else. The more I've thought about this, the more I've realised how quickly we all judge people. Someone pulls out in front of us in traffic, and within seconds we've decided what kind of person they are. A waiter gets our order wrong, and we assume they don't care. Someone doesn't smile back, and we convince ourselves they're unfriendly. It's amazing how easily we believe that one moment, and that one moment can tell us everything about a person. But the truth is, it can't, because every person you meet has lived thousands of days before they met you. Days filled with joy, days filled with disappointment, days that changed them forever. Days you'll never know anything about. Yet somehow, we meet people halfway through their story and act as though we've read the whole book. Maybe before we decide who someone is, we should remember that one moment can never tell the story of an entire life. Maybe that's why the smallest moments matter more than we realise. The next time someone is taking longer than you'd like, the next time someone seems distracted, the next time someone tests your patience, just pause for a second. Because in that moment, you only know the moment you're seeing. You don't know the life they're living. Maybe they're simply having a bad day. Maybe they're carrying something heavy. Or maybe they're just human, just like you and me. And maybe that's all we need to remember, because we rarely get to see the impact we have on someone else's life. A little more patience, a genuine smile, a few kind words. You might forget them tomorrow, but someone else might remember them for years. Not because you changed their whole life, but because for one brief moment, you chose understanding instead of judgment. And sometimes that can mean more than you'll ever know. The truth is, none of us can ever know what someone else is carrying. We can't see their thoughts, we can't see their fears, we can't see what happened before our paths crossed. All we ever see is one moment, and one moment can never tell this story of an entire life. So tomorrow, when someone frustrates you, before you react, pause just for a second and remember, you only know the moment you're seeing. You don't know the life they're living. Maybe that one small pause changes nothing, or maybe it changes everything. Maybe it stops you saying something you'll regret. Maybe it gives someone a little hope. Maybe it reminds another human being that they're not alone. We'll probably never know, but perhaps that's the point. The world doesn't become a kinder place because everyone suddenly agrees with each other. It becomes a kinder place, one person choosing understanding, one moment at a time. I'll see you next time.